The National Football League welcomes you to the Apple Music Super Bowl 60 halftime show.
We need to talk right now because the internet is literally on fire, and for once, it is not just about a game of football. This past Sunday, February 8th, 2026, the world stopped to watch Super Bowl 60, but honestly, nobody is talking about the score. They are talking about the 13 minutes that just changed the pop culture landscape forever. Bad Bunny did the unthinkable. He took the stage at Levi's Stadium and delivered the first ever entirely Spanish-language halftime show in the history of the National Football League. This was not just a concert. This was a massive political statement, wrapped in reggaeton beats and global superstar energy. But while millions of fans were screaming and dancing in their living rooms, one very powerful person was reaching for his phone to start a war. Within minutes of the final firework, Donald Trump took to Truth Social to absolutely flame the performance, calling it an affront to the greatness of America and claiming that nobody can understand a word this guy is saying. I need you to stop right now and tell me in the comments, are you Team Benito or are you Team Trump on this one? Because the fallout from this is getting messy. The tea is officially overflowing. Let us go back to the moment Benito Antonio Martinez Ocasio, the man we all know as Bad Bunny, stepped out onto the field. He did not come out with a typical flashy Hollywood entrance. Instead, he started the show in a simulated sugarcane field, surrounded by farmers in traditional straw hats and old men playing dominoes. It was a direct love letter to the history of Puerto Rico, but for many viewers who were not expecting a history lesson, it was the start of a massive cultural clash. Benito was rocking an all-white football jersey with the name Ocasio on the back and the number 64. Now, the internet is spiraling trying to figure out the secret meaning of that number 64. Some fans on Reddit are convinced it is a tribute to his late uncle who wore that number, but others are pointing to a much darker theory. They believe it is a silent protest against the government's original reports of only 64 deaths after Hurricane Maria in 2017, which we all know was a devastating undercount. Just when you thought the show could not get any louder, Benito brought out the big guns. We are talking about Lady Gaga emerging in a stunning dress shaped like the national flower of Puerto Rico to perform a salsa version of her hit song. Then came the legendary Ricky Martin, Cardi B, and even Pedro Pascal. It was a literal Avengers-level assembly of Latino excellence. But it was the ending that really pushed things over the edge. Benito stood in front of the giant screen that flashed the words, "The only thing more powerful than hate is love." He then spiked a football that had the phrase together, "We are America" written on it. He named every single country in North and South America, effectively redefining what it means to be American in 2026. But the backlash was instant, and it was brutal. Donald Trump did not hold back, calling the show a slap in the face to our country and describing it as disgusting for young children to watch. He even attacked the dancing and called it a mess that only the fake news media would love. Conservative pundits are already calling for a total boycott of the National Football League, claiming the league has gone woke by letting a non-English speaker headline the biggest night in sports. Over on X, formerly known as Twitter, the MAGA base is absolutely losing it, with hashtags like Boycott the Bowl and Speak English trending globally. On the other side, TikTok is flooded with videos of Latino fans crying with joy because they finally feel seen on such a massive stage. So what is the real story here? Is this a historic moment of representation, or did the National Football League go too far with a political agenda? The engagement on these posts is higher than we have seen in years. Some people are saying Benito survived the backlash because his streaming numbers on Apple Music just jumped by 700% since Sunday night. Others are saying this is the final straw for the traditional football audience. I want to know your honest thoughts. Do you think artists should keep politics and culture out of the halftime show? Or was this exactly what the world needed to see in 2026? The drama does not end there, though. Rumors are swirling that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem and other officials are looking into the show's messaging, especially after Benito's acceptance speech at the Grammy Awards where he yelled "Ice Out." The tension between the superstar and the administration is reaching a boiling point. We are seeing a shift where music is no longer just about the melody, it is about the movement. Whether you love him or hate him, you cannot deny that Bad Bunny has the entire world talking. This is the loudest scandal of the year so far, and it is only February. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this story is evolving every single hour, and you do not want to miss the next update on the guerra between the White House and the King of Latin Trap. Would you like me to create a breakdown of the specific Easter eggs and hidden symbols in the Super Bowl performance for your next video?